I met Kim like maybe my third year volunteering or being a court. She was my first mentee, and she was an 8th grader. So she was very young, and I only decided to become her mentor because the program director at the time, Scott, he said that there's a mentee that they interviewed who is just like me, and so that I would actually get along really well with her. And once I met her, I realized that she's someone who I can relate to, and I felt like I could kind of grow with her while also getting to know her and challenge myself.
About myself is I'm very shy, but once you get to know me more, I'm very open-minded, I'm kind. People say I'm honest too. I like being kind to everyone, like treating everyone fairly, and basically I'm also hardworking. Like when it comes to school, I gotta do this and that, I gotta get everything finished, and I'm very stubborn and determined. How I got to know PM was through my brother. 5 years ago, I was an 8th grader. I didn't know much until my brother decided to introduce me to PM because he has mutual friends there, and then yeah, that's how I got to know PM.
What has kept me in PM? I think to me it's more like, I think the lifelong bonds and friendships. Kim, my mentee, is someone who I feel is a younger sister to me now. Someone who, I mean, she's graduating this year. She's going to prom this weekend, and she asked me to come over and help her get ready for prom. You know, she's saving me a seat for her graduation, and you know, just talking about like these milestones and like life accomplishments, it's something that I hope to continue building on with her, and maybe even like going to her college graduation and who knows what else.
What's kept me in PM is basically the people I know there. Like I've been with PM for 5 years, and these people I have known like for a really long time, and they're basically my second family. The most important person has to be Kristine, my mentor. She's been sticking around with me for like these past 5 years I've been PM, and I couldn't have asked for a better mentor.
She calls me the sister she's never had, and for her to say that or call me that, it's, I don't know, it's undescribable how I feel. It's just overwhelming to know that she thinks of me, or like of any mentee or any student or youth can think of me to that capacity when, you know, I originally joined Project Motivate because, oh, my friends, you know, for selfish reasons, when I actually had an impact, and it's just a overwhelming feeling of knowing that.
You're growing from it. Each year you learn new experiences in PM, and I think being a mentee is like one of the most valuable things I have in life. What has taught me to be sarcastic. I was never sarcastic until I met her, and on a more serious note, she taught me how to be very humble and very understanding about my surroundings and not just jump into conclusions. Even though we're close now, I want to get closer to her, just like know all the little details about her, even outside PM, and she's basically just like a sister to me that I want to bond more with.
Being a mentor has taught me so many things. It's challenged me to be a better communicator, to just kind of strive to be a better person, you know, and also at the same time knowing that everyone's different. Everyone's going to have their own issues, but for me, growing up, I was extremely sheltered. You know, my parents provided everything for me. So just seeing these youth grow up with the minimum almost, I want to say, and to be able to rise above it and be resilient and go on to, you know, she's going to UCI. She's I don't want to call it a broken home, but it's a very difficult. She comes from a very difficult household, and to see her achieve something like that, it's very humbling, and it's almost like she's my mentor. Like I admire her, and she's an inspiration.
Can PM be part of it?
Sure.
Okay. PM is happiness. Okay, I first met Kristine in SOAR. It's like a tutoring program before Project Motivate. And then I was just in my little corner near the computers, and then she came up to me and said hi. Yeah.
When I first met Kim, it was at SOAR. It was at Okapica, and she was in her little corner. I swear, she claimed this seat in the corner and would just only read a book. And my first impression of her, though, was I felt like she was very similar to me when I was in high school. And I just went up to her and I just said hi, and that was it. I didn't try and pry, but she came around.
My first impression was like, she was really funny. Like, she never really made, actually, no one ever really made me laugh that hard.
My favorite moment with Kim, I'd have to say it was when we went to the Irvine Great Park, and we went on the hot air balloon, but we waited 3 hours?
Yeah.
We waited 3 hours before we can go up there, and in those 3 hours, I swear I saw a different side of Kim. You want to reenact it?
No. That could be in the past.
Let's just say I got a solo song performance from her and a dance performance. She taught me how to, what is it?
Jerk.
The jerk.
It was popular back in those days.
And she sang Justin Bieber.
Okay, my favorite moment with Kristine was, I think it was during summer where she took me to my school basketball grounds with Hubert.
Oh my god.
And then she got me a basketball, and then that was where she taught me how to do tricks and just play basketball. And it was really hard.
Yeah.
It was. But yeah, that was one of my favorite moments.
Favorite thing about Kim, I'd say is, well, okay, I'm going to list a couple or a few. I think it's her honesty and sincerity. She's just very easy to approach, and she's just very warm and welcoming. She's not mean. And I guess she makes me feel good because she laughs at my jokes, but but just being with her for 5 years now, I think I've grown to actually connect with her more, because now she's able to give back a little bit more in the jokes. So it's not just me. It's not always a one-way thing. It's now 2 ways.
My favorite thing about Kristine is, I don't know, I've never really had a sister before. So when she came into my life, I felt like she could fill that spot. She was always there for me whenever I had my troubles. She was really good. She still is a good listener, and that's what I really appreciate about her. Just hearing my problems, hearing how my day is going. Since this is my last year, and it's really bittersweet to say goodbye, but I won't be saying goodbye forever. I don't know, you guys have made me into a really strong, independent girl, and I couldn't thank you enough. And I hope to basically come back and see more faces, and yeah, I love you guys.